guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today obviously you can tell we did this look right here. And you know what? Today was actually a very smooth sailing makeup day. I did not struggle one freaking bit. Like, that never happens. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I usually struggle in like every single makeup look, but this one went so smooth. I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to accept it and just roll with it. So the main palette focus today was the Colourpop Blue Moon palette. I absolutely love this palette. I saw it sitting in my drawer and I was like, you know what, I have not played with that palette in so long, so I decided today was his lucky day. And then of course we dipped into a black shade from my Book of Magic palette, but that's about it. That's literally all the palettes that we used today. I did also try a new face primer today. I tried it in one of my videos before, but I didn't actually end up uploading that video. I didn't like the way the look came out. Ugh. It wasn't a first impressions on the primer, but it was only my second time using it, so make sure you guys watch all the way through, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and stop blabbering on. The last thing I'm going to say is if you are new to my channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button down below. Obviously, we do a lot of fun, colorful, bold makeup looks over here, so if that's your vibe, then come over here and join the fam. It's a fun time. And that is it, okay? That's all I'm going to say. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to do this video just a little bit different today. I'm going to start on this eye first. Usually this doesn't work out so well for me, but we're going to see how it goes, I guess. I don't know. So I've been seeing people do looks like these like all over the place, so I wanted to give it a little bit of a try. I've tried doing this like in my off time and it doesn't ever seem to work, but I'm going to do it just a little different. So I'm only going to prime about half of my eye for now, just because this is going to be the section that we're working on first. So I'm first going to go in with a black shade, and I can't even open this. I'm going to take the black from my Book of Magic palette. I had said this in my last video that I always use this black anytime a palette that I'm working with doesn't have one or has like a crappy one. I always use this black because it's super, super good. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of like map out first where I want this look to start. Yeah, okay, that looks okay. I'm really hoping this works out. One, because I'm doing this eye first, and two, because every time I try these damn looks, they just don't work out. It's really unfortunate. So now I'm going to switch to the palette that I'm actually going to be working with today, and it's the Colourpop Blue Moon palette. I think I've only used this like once on my channel, but it's a cute little palette. Like, look at all these little blues. So I'm first going to go in with the deepest blue right here. This is called Clued In. And I'm going to take that on a little bullet brush, and I'm just going to kind of like start to blend out that black shade. And if it gets messy underneath, it's fine. We're going to end up cleaning that up anyway. It's going to look scary before we clean it up. I don't know, it might look scary the whole time, who knows. Then I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Fine China. And I'm just going to go over those edges. Then I'm going to go in with Starry Eyed. Yeah, that's what it's called. And this will be like our little final pop of blue shade. So now what I'm going to do is, before I clean this up, I'm going to go back in with all those same shades again, starting with the black. See what I mean? That black is just so good. Even going over like an already set base on top of other shadows, it's still so black. Alright, so now that we're looking crazy, I'm gonna kind of like clean up just the fallout that landed right here, just so it doesn't blend so much with our concealer when we go to clean this up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some of my concealer. I'm just using my Morphe one, not the white one, just the regular one. And we're gonna clean up the bottom of this little area. But I'm gonna kind of do it in like a more straight up type of line as opposed to like curving it. You'll see. See how I kind of like, it's at an angle, but it's more straight. So a trick I would say when you're cutting your crease like this, and if there's still like a little bit of color residue, before you just go back in with your concealer, wipe your brush off first, get like the excess color and get like fresh concealer on there before you go back in. It just makes things a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some more concealer to the rest of my eye, because now we're going to be focusing on this. And to be honest, I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I don't know if it's going to look bad, if it's going to look good. This is usually where things start to like go downhill. So I'm kind of like really scared. I'm going to dip back into the Clued In shade from the Colourpop palette. So I'm just going to run this about halfway onto my lid. And I'm also going to bring it up a little tiny bit above the crease. Not much. Like when my eye is open, you can't see it above my crease, but when my eye is closed, you can. I don't want to overpower the top part. And then I'm going to start to diffuse those edges right at the edge. Duh. Diffuse the edges right at the edge. Where else would I diffuse the edges? Stupid. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm going to go kind of just going with the same like order of colors that I went in with before. So then I'll go in with Fine China and use that to blend these edges. That's a super cool blue shade. It's almost like a neon. That's pretty cool. So once I have most of those edges blended, I think I'm going to kind of start to drag that Fine China shade out. This is looking so bad, but I feel like it's going to look really cool once it's all finished. So I'm going to leave that like that for now. Except I am going to wipe off the brush that I just used and just diffuse these edges. I think we're getting somewhere, but I don't want to jinx it. So I'm going to switch to a big fluffy brush. And I'm going to go back in with Starry Eyed right here. And this is going to go right on the edge. I do have to go back in with that deep shade again just because the Fine China shade really covered it up. So I'll just add some more of that. So now what I'm going to do is basically just go back in with those two shades right here at the end and just redefine, reblend. Do this in every single look. Okay, so I kind of did the most that I could for right now. I'm going to wait until most of my base is on, just because everything is so messy right now that it's just going to like end up blurring together and just looking like a hot mess. So I'm actually going to go back in with the black shade from the Beauty Bay palette. And I'm just going to kind of run this right on that lash line, just really nice and tight on the lash line. I feel like it just needed a little bit more depth in this area, and the blue just wasn't cutting it. So just add a little bit of black. All right, okay. I'm gonna clean up the under part, see how it looks. I'm scared. Okay, I think that cleaned up pretty well. Okay, so I do want to add like some glitter in here because all the looks that I see that have that with the glitter looks so freaking cool. I need to find a good glitter though. So I have this glitter that I got off Amazon. I talk about this in a couple of videos actually. I think it's mostly for nails. Like I don't know if it's all that eye safe really. So if you're gonna do something like this, don't tell anybody that you learned it from me. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my NYX glitter glue. This is what I always use for glitter. It never changes. I'm gonna work in sections at a time, so I think I'm gonna start with like, I think I'm gonna like cluster them down here and then disperse them the higher it gets up. So I will start here, just dabbing it on there. I'm not swiping because I don't want to move the product underneath. And just start sticking it on there. Does that look cool? It's not bad. I think that looks kind of cool. At first I was going to do like rhinestones lined up right on this bottom right here. Ooh, should I still do rhinestones? What's happening? Am I just going buck wild with this or what? Should I? I mean, we could always just take them off if it looks bad, right? I don't even know if you can see those, but I've already started, so I'm not going to go back now. That's kind of cute. Okay, I'm going to do my under eye before I do my base, just because I know how messy this freaking blue gets, so I don't want to mess up my base. Alright, so for the base, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my waterline first with black. And I'm really just kind of like smudging it into my lower lash line as well. Oh, I didn't want to put it on my inner corner. Dang it. Don't put it on your inner corner. Or do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. I don't want it on my inner corner. Okay, so then I'm going to go back into the Blue Moon palette. And I'm going to take the first blue that we used, this dark blue right here. Smudge that right on top of that black. And then I'm going to take a little bit of fine china. I'm going to take that on like a pencil brush though. And this is going to kind of, it's not going to go all the way into the inner corner, but it's just going to fill that space from the inner corner to where the blue meets. Then I'm going to take the shade Tide Pool right here. This is more of a shimmer purple? No, shimmer blue shade, not purple. Lord. And this is going to be our inner corner shade. Oh, I'm gonna actually wet this. I'm trying it dry. I want to wet it now and see how it works. It looks really good dry, but I just want to see how it looks wet. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, all right. So I think I'm gonna just leave it at that for the eye look. I think that looks so cool. It looks pretty cool. I kind of messed up. I touched my freaking eyeliner right there. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead off camera, do my other eye, put my lashes on, and then we'll come back and I'll do my base on camera today. I just dropped my Colourpop Blow and Smoke palette all over the floor and all the shadows popped out. And I don't know if they're broken or not, and I'm afraid to look. Alright, so anyways, I have my lashes on. These lashes, I actually found these at Marshall's. I'm not sure They're like real, not like real hairs, but like real brand. They are Live-In Lashes Velour Premium Synthetic in the style Worst Behavior, I think. I don't know. They're kind of cute though. They're like not so dramatic, but kind of dramatic. And then I ended up putting fake lashes on my bottom part too. I don't know why. They are literally driving me insane and I want to take them off. But let's go ahead and move on to the face. So I got this new face primer and I tried it in my last video for that makeup look, but I'm not actually going to upload that video of that makeup look because I wasn't exactly like so happy to how it turned out, so I don't want to upload it. But this is the No. 7 Airbrush Away Tinted Skin Perfector Satin Finish Sheer Coverage Primer, I guess. I'm not really sure. I saw Taylor Wynn using this on TikTok and she said it was absolutely amazing. And Taylor Wynn, she also started here on YouTube as well. She still has a channel running. And I know she has struggled with her skin and everything, so if she says this is amazing, I'm going to trust her. And honestly, it was. It is so good. So, like, that's kind of a lot. But I'm going to do this side first just so you guys can see the difference. But I am going to move it over here just a little bit. It literally makes your skin so smooth looking. Like, I have really deep pores and this primer, like, can you see the difference? I don't know if you can, but like, I really hope you can. But if you can't on camera, in person, it is just so smoothing on your skin. It looks beautiful. I got it on Amazon for like 15 bucks, I think is what I paid for it. Either like 10 or 15, I'm not really sure. But it is so freaking worth it and you really don't need a lot. The only thing I will say about it is I'm not a fan of the texture. It does kind of feel like Benefit Professional. It's that same texture, except I want to say this is a little bit more of like a thinner consistency. I'm not really sure, but it does, once it's like on your face and settled in, it does feel like a powder. Like I can definitely see a difference in person in my skin and it looks amazing. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty foundation. This one is in the shade Shortbread. It's a little bit pale, so I might end up mixing it with one of my darker foundations. God, this smell is just atrocious. I don't know anyone that can handle Huda Beauty's smelling products. They stink, dude. They stink so bad. I'm going to mix a little bit of my Juvia's Place foundation in with it. Man, I definitely want to go cake face today. So that's the whole plan. Fly, get out of here. Gosh. The other thing I really like with that primer is even when my foundation's on, it doesn't move. Come on, fuck. I'll fucking hit you. Okay, editing Kayla here, and I look crazy because I took my lashes off, but I'm watching this part back and I am laughing so hard. I am so stupid. Like my foundation still looks good on top of it. I know some primers can really mess up your foundation and make it look a little bit different, but it doesn't. It looks so good, if not better. It's like my skin is just completely blank. Like it's just like a blank, soft, smooth porcelain baby's butt, you know? It's gorgeous. I'm going to go in with a concealer that I haven't used in a while. I don't even know if there's still any in here. But it's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair 10N. Ooh. This concealer doesn't smell very good either. It's really heavily scented, this one. Ooh! Like it smells like paint or something. I don't know. But ugh, something's off. I'm going to contour with my Soul Cream Contour in the shade Medium. So I did kind of want to talk about like your guys' opinions on the new Carnival palette. So they finally released like the whole palette. We all know what it looks like. What are your guys' opinions on it? I have my opinions. They're not bad opinions. I have my opinions. I think that it is a beautiful palette. It is so pretty. It's just not like my type of palette, and that's totally fine. Like both the other Carnivals, those are like my ride or die palettes. Those are just hands down my favorite palettes in my entire collection. So I'm like used to those ones and how colorful they are and just the vibe of those palettes, and then this one drops and it's a little bit different, and that's totally fine. It's definitely like a fall type of palette. It was just a little unexpected, I guess. But I mean, hey, sometimes that works for people. I think it's a great looking palette. It's beautiful. It really is. I just don't know if it's something I'm actually gonna like purchase. I don't know. I probably will. I usually freaking do. Like I'll see a palette and I'm like, I don't want that. Like that's not even my thing. But then I see people using it and how good it is, and I'm like, okay, I have to get that palette. Like, I don't know. Are you guys gonna buy it? Like, should I buy it? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if I should get it or not. Like, I'm also wondering if this palette is going to sell out like all the other Carnivals did, how quickly they went. Oh, by the way, I'm just using my Beauty Bakery flour powder for my entire face, even under my eyes. I usually use a different powder for under my eyes, but I kind of switched it up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Hoola Caramel Bronzer. Oh, my battery's dying. Uh-oh. I'm trying to like be quick so I can change my battery out while I'm almost done with my lips. So, panicking. So for blush, I'm actually going to go in with an eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take the Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette with Beauty Bay, and I'm going to go in with Miss H right here. I always like hear people talk about going in with like eyeshadow palettes, but I never do it because I just always forget. But I like pulled this out on purpose this morning so I could do this. And honestly, I like this. This is cool. You have so many more options. This is also a super pretty color too. That is gorgeous. Alright, and then for my highlighter, I know I'm like speeding through this because I'm going to run out of time. And I'm like, I can't find my brushes. I'm going to take my Skywalker highlighter from Kaleidos. I had showed this in one of my videos before. And now that I did like a full-on blue look, I feel like I can use this properly. God, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to change my battery. I'm going to do a lip, and then I'll come back for the final look. Okay, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let's talk a little bit about everything. So what I used on my lips was I just went in with Empowered from Jaclyn, and I did top that off with the Vivid Hot Lacquer from Maybelline in the shade Tease. This freaking lip gloss is so beautiful. I've already talked about it before. But the one thing I'm noticing that I don't like about it is I feel like there's Carmex in here. Like it smells just like Carmex. But honestly, the color of it is so beautiful, I don't even care. Like, I will still use this. I don't care. It's beautiful. So let's talk about the look. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you think it's too much? Do you think it's not enough? This is the first time I've done a look like this that has actually worked out. I have so many video clips just like sitting on my computer of different videos that I've tried doing something like this, and it just looks horrendous, like so bad. Yeah, I really like how this one came out. I think this looks beautiful. I love working with blues. I know I kind of do it a lot, but blue is just like, I don't know. I think any look looks great when you use blue. I know. I need to start using different colors. But anyways, yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. I have really nothing else to talk about. So if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you think. Also, don't forget to comment down below if you guys want me to buy the new Carnival palette, or if you guys bought it, what your opinions are. I really want to know. And don't forget to subscribe, of course. I finally hit 400 subscribers. I know to some people that's not like a huge deal or whatever, but it is to me. I never even thought I would get as far as I am now. I'm still not where I want to be, of course, but I still didn't think I'd get this far. Thank you guys for everyone that has subscribed and has supported me through my whole entire journey. That's really all I have left to say, except I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!